Welcome to this week's episode of the Good Old Gamers Podcast. I'm Lyle McClendon. I'm here as always with my friend, co-host, companion, generally pissed off person, Brandon Gentry.
Fuck yourself, everyone. You fucks.
You think like you're driving listeners away, telling them to fuck off at the beginning of the episode?
Definitely.
And we wonder why we're just spinning tires. Sadness befalls my heart.
Yeah.
But anywho, we got another episode for y'all this week. Big episode number 19. Mm-hmm. If you're keeping count.
You're not.
No. Like I said, nobody's probably listening.
Nobody, except us.
Yep. And I'm even going to stop listening, I think.
Yeah.
Sad.
I usually listen to each episode about twice, actually.
Yeah. That's usually pulling the editing and messing around with them. Anywho, we're going to kick it off as always with some news.
Yes, sir.
I seen something. It's no real big surprise.
Hold on a second. I got to put some nuts in my mouth.
Get a big mouthful of nuts for what I'm about to say. It might stifle your reaction a little. They did announce that the Final Fantasy VII Remake will have dramatically different combat. Big surprise, and I knew that was coming.
I didn't say I'm making a remake of the old combat.
Well, that's kind of my deal. I'm just like, if you're sitting here thinking they're going to do a frame by frame remake of it, they're not going to spend that kind of money to make the exact same game twice.
Yeah. I mean, I would like it if they did, to be honest, but I didn't have any expectations for it.
They just said that, the combat's going to be somewhat different, but they were saying they're not going to mess with stuff that makes the original one iconic.
To me, that's the combat, so they done strike one there, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it anyway, so I don't have a PS4.
Well, Final Fantasy VII was one of those things that got me back on the turn-based combat. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I guess before Final Fantasy VII, like the last RPG I probably played was Super Mario RPG, I guess. Which means same premise, but I mean that's what got me back on the Final Fantasy train, I guess we'll
FF7's combat is really archaic, but the game's fucking archaic, so I don't give a fuck. If you're gonna remake it, as far as I care, make it the way it was. I mean, Dragon Quest still does amazing, and it has the same old last combat it's had for the last 20 years.
Yeah. It's kind of one of them things, just don't fuck with the classic aspects of it, I guess. Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another thing I seen, which, I mean, it's not that big of a deal either, but Bungie apparently has banned hundreds of cheaters from Destiny, finally.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I always like to see cheaters getting banned. That was a big thing that plagued a game I liked, All Points Bulletin, for quite a while. They finally implemented, like, an auto-ban system, which was fucking nice.
Pretty much, if it detects you're doing some sort of modded shit, you're just gone.
Detecting the modded shit could get around easily with hacks. What they did is they implemented a system, I think, called Fair Fight, and it compares your statistics. If you do better than human, you're fucking banned. So,
my God.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. You can't fucking cheat that, no matter how good of a hacker you are, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of at the point of using the cheat, is being better. So
I agree. Getting to some part that you couldn't get to earlier on because your suckage is so imminent.
It also detect things like, if you're aiming at somebody through a wall, like, perfectly. Because a normal person couldn't do that. But aimbots will do that. They know where, they lock on through walls and shit. So you can pick around a corner and be dead on them. Yeah. So it detects shit like that. I wish more games would spend the time and money into getting rid of cheaters. That shit pisses me off. So I know there's little 13-year-old versions of me out there fucking hacking away at it. But, I'm so awesome!
I'm gonna shit on your grave.
I did that shit so much. I should have had my ass kicked.
It's fucking karma, is what it is. Maybe.
I guess so.
Who knows? What you got for us?
I saw that the PS4 sales have now beat the Xbox One and the Wii U combined.
Really?
Yeah, the PS4 is kicking ass in sales. It's hit a little over 25 million sales for the console, whereas Xbox One has 14.3 million sold, and the Wii U is just over 10 million sold. So that's fucking impressive. And it wasn't long ago that China unbanned video game consoles. I was wondering if that has a lot to do with it. Because there'd probably be a Sony market, I would imagine, being over there in Asia.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where Sony originates from.
I mean, Nintendo would be the only real competitor. Microsoft ain't going to have shit over there.
PS4 also announced that they're going to start letting people vote on what free games like PlayStation Plus will have. Kind of cool. Xbox should do something. They should follow suit with that, I think.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of cool free-to-play games out, but I mean, I would much rather be able to be like, well, I don't want another Java-based fucking puzzle game this month.
Yeah.
Give me something good. You've already ensnared me in the fact that I bought a new fucking console. The new DLC is coming out constantly, and I gotta fucking pay to play this thing online,
Right.
Cut me some slack here.
I hate their subscription services. That shit needs to go.
That's one of my major complaints with all of it. I'm like, if you're gonna base everything online, at least make the fucking online cheap.
Yeah.
Or free,
It should be free, because fuck, Steam uses way more bandwidth than any of these motherfuckers. And it's free. So, get your shit together, consoles.
Xbox, though, they announced, too, that third-party exclusives, aren't going to be their strong point. And I'm just like, that kind of needs to be, though, doesn't it? Like, you want to buy the fucking Xbox because it's got games that other... that's the whole reason I'm getting a PS4 is...
It's any game.
No Man's Sky is coming out for PS4 along with Shenmue 3. That's the two fucking main reasons I'm going to own one.
PS4 has kind of got that part of the market cornered, so I guess they're like, well, they got that, we're going to head the other direction and see what happens.
I think a lot of people kind of forget, too, it still is a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, people can still say what they want about Xbox or whatever, but you gotta think back to, like, back in the day. PlayStation fucking killed Nintendo, pretty much. PlayStation's what... I ain't gonna say they killed Nintendo because they didn't, but they unthroned Nintendo as, like, the top dog in the video game.
As far
food
as...
cycle.
As who I'd like to see win out, I'd much rather see Microsoft come out on top. Sony's a bastard of a company. I fucking hate most of the shit they do, their business practices and everything. They routinely shit on their customers. They're just incompetent all around. I would much rather see Microsoft come ahead.
They ain't far behind either, though, because, I mean, I've been an Xbox gamer from the original Xboxes. I'm a stupid fuck. I'll own both of them at some point. Everything that's out, I'll own at some point.
Yeah.
But I've been an Xbox gamer just as much as a PlayStation and a Nintendo still, and they shit on people. Like, I went through 3 fucking 360s.
I know they had their hardware issues, and they had showed some fucking incompetence in that. But the only thing that Sony's really done good over the years is making fucking TVs.
Yeah.
It's about the only thing they've excelled at, really. And the hubris of them and the way they shit on their customers, like the whole PS3 where they released the update that just disabled the backwards compatibility of the backwards compatible PlayStations.
Yeah.
And then
I'll agree with that because my model, PlayStation 3, is the only fucking model out of... How many models are there? 3? I think there's 3 different. There's the fat boy, the big boy, the slim like I have that's got the auto loading tray, and then there's the slim that's got the tray that slides over and flips up. And the flip up one and the big boy are fucking backwards compatible with PS2 and shit. Mine's not.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you motherfuckers can make an app for mine just as much as you made an app for the other 2.
Well, the other ones, if you update the other ones, they won't play backwards compatible. They took it away from the ones that they build as being backwards compatible. That's why they got hacked and took down for like a few months.
Well, I thought they brought it back though, because I thought that
Did they?
Yeah, just not on my model. Okay. My model's not backwards compatible ball, but you can. I'm pretty sure you can still play the old one and the newest model one, the flip up one. Because
I never caught that part.
Well, I can show you tonight on mine. They got an app you download for your PS3 that allows you to emulate PS2 games.
Yeah.
Well, when you click it on mine, it says it's only available in like model 1001 and this model, and I looked it up, and that's not the one I have. Which, I mean, that's been a few months back since I've tried that, so that could. What you're saying could be the case.
Even if they did give it back, they still shit on their customers for quite a while by taking away something that they build as a feature.
Well, I mean, they are Sony. They're
cocksuckers.
They're the biggest group of cocksuckers out of all of them because they're Sony. They're the biggest, Like I said, they dethroned Nintendo.
Yeah.
And so, well, fuck you then, Sony.
Yeah.
I guess.
Eat a dick, Sony.
There goes that PlayStation endorsement we was talking about.
Like I mentioned in the last episode about Lizard Squad hacked them. I hate that shit that happens, even though they are cocksuckers.
Cowards with the neck beards.
Yeah. But, whatever. I'm done with the subject. Let's move on. Fuck you, Sony. You ruined my night.
Well, man, I can't even type anything on the computer without it picking up on the microphone. So if you hear a bunch of random tapping, that's me doing work. What do you got? Else. That was all I had.
Okay.
Sorry, bastard, I am.
I saw that the WWE 2K16 is going to feature the Terminator.
Yeah, because he's not racist yet.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
They erased Hulk Hogan from existence and put the Terminator in the game.
It's the actual fucking Terminator. It's not Arnold, right? This is the Terminator.
I think it's Arnold as the Terminator.
Well, great.
Yeah.
I would be back. Of course.
I guess they completely given up on trying to build wrestling as real. So, fuck it. We'll just put the Terminator in there.
Dude, something kind of makes me want to buy that, though. Just so I can see John Cena in the Terminator fight. Because I hate John Cena. I just want him to be
you say he get his nose broken the other night?
Oh,
awesome.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, he got his nose broke for realsies the other night. I guess his opponent, Seth Rollins, nailed him in the face, and I guess he didn't, pull back or whatever like they do normally. He nailed him.
Did he cry about it?
His nose was sideways on his face. It was gruesome. It was awesome.
Oh, man.
What I love, though, their whole universe or whatever is blown up. John Cena's nose broken. Oh my god! I'm like, every other fighting sport is just an everyday thing. No one cares.
Yeah.
Something real happened on WWE. Everybody look.
Try kickboxing somebody and see how it turns out. Oh my god, he's actually bleeding. Violence actually occurred at the WWE event last night. Real homemade violence.
But yeah, the T800's coming. That was the Arnold model, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
That was the original, I think.
So they have a pretty awesome commercial of it. Actually, I saw when I was watching wrestling a few nights ago. I had it recreated the original bar scene where the Terminator comes back naked and he's like, "I need your clothes."
That dude puts that fucking cigar out of his chest.
One of the wrestlers does that to him.
Really?
Yeah, it's an awesome commercial.
Oh, I need to see this.
It's just they replace all the human actors with wrestlers.
Oh, I need to see this.
That's awesome.
Terminator 2 is one of my fucking favorites, man. I definitely need to. I need to check that out.
I need your clothes and a motorcycle. Get to the chopper.
I'm a cop, you idiot. Wrong movie.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Yeah, we ain't bullshitting you, Arnie. We're glad you replaced that racist sack of shit.
Yeah, we're not even going to say his name anymore. He don't exist.
No. He's just off doing his own mania somewhere else. Bastard.
Let's see. Dragon Quest XI is coming to the 3DS, the PS4, and whatever the NX, the Nintendo NX. Not in the West, though, unless they change their minds. So,
of course.
Yeah. So Dragon Quest fans, suck upon it. Square Enix is fucking you again. That's another game that still has the same fucking combat after all
Do you
these
think
years.
they would have brought most of the Dragon Warriors to the US if they were... Do they not do that because they're Square Enix, or do they... Like, do you think Enix, if it was just Enix, they would have brought it?
I think it's because they don't sell as well. Because it does have that old school combat on it, and Americans are like, it's no Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah.
I can't put my Turtle Beaches on and hear this guy sneaking up behind me with a sword.
Yeah. Terraria is coming to the Wii U and the 3DS in Q1 2016.
I almost bought it for Xbox. They got it for like $15 for
it's
Xbox
not
One.
much.
I've heard it's really good.
It's a fun little game, very sandboxy. Think of it a 2D side-scrolling Minecraft.
That's kind of cool.
With a much better combat than Minecraft. Minecraft's combat fucking sucks.
Oh.
It's fucking miserable, but this is better. There's a lot of cool bosses like the Eye of Cthulhu and stuff like that.
That sounds cool.
So, it looked like it made good use of the Wii U tablet, which, is about fucking times. Something did.
The most coolest thing, like, I haven't just logged a bunch of hours on the Wii U, but Alex has got one. I've played his. I actually played it last night. And to me, the coolest feature about the tablet is, like, if I had one and Emma wanted to watch fucking TV, she can watch TV and I can play the game on the tablet. That's like the coolest feature to me.
Yeah.
If fucking Microsoft would just release some sort of handheld, which I'm really... They're the only video game company that doesn't have a handheld.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Microsoft fucking computers and shit, but, like a dedicated...
They're like, we got real fucking handhelds, motherfuckers.
Yeah, this tablet?
Get a Surface Pro, about $3,000.
Oh, that's all.
Surface Pros are bad motherfuckers, though.
You should buy me one for Christmas.
Yeah, I will.
Awesome. Y'all heard it here, so if that motherfucker don't deliver...
You can sue me, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Dimension Drive, one that I had mentioned before, I actually missed this news about it a few weeks ago, but it's that dual screen Galaga game I've talked about a couple times. It passed its second Kickstarter, so it's gonna come out.
Nice.
I don't know when, but I'm gonna try to see if I can snag me an illegal beta just to try it out.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Dimension Drive.
We got a little bit of news. I don't know. You want to go ahead and make an official announcement?
We got a date for it, so let's do it.
Well, I wish we had some big epic, like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Hold on. We'll go ahead and announce it. I got something.
Oh, you want me to say something? And then,
yeah.
Everybody's going to be like, well, I guess they left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll announce it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, September 26th at the Coleman Civic Center. Good Old Game Fest 2015. Yes. Yes, it's true. We've had a bunch of people ask us about it, and
it's happening.
Me and Brandon went and scouted out a place. We're working all the fine details up right now, but it is official. We are Good Old Game Fest. We're gonna have a room at the Coleman Civic Center. It's gonna have to be a local thing. So if you're a good distance off, drive here. You got 2 months notice. Load up in the car and come hang out.
Get to hitchhiking.
Yeah. Carry a gun. Maybe you won't be killed.
Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of consoles set up, some arcade cabs. Hopefully, we already got a couple.
Yeah. The plan is we got a Donkey Kong machine coming. We got a 2-player bar top arcade main cabinet, which would be really cool coming. We'll have mine there when it gets in a better fixed up state, because I'm not taking that thing looking like that. But we'll have that there. Hopefully by then we'll have a couple more. I actually went and looked at a Space Invaders machine. I might try to make purchase for the event, but we're looking. So any of our listeners that knows anybody that might have preferably like a Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga,
something
anything classic, really, let us know. We'll try to. Unfortunately, me and Brandon are all coming out of pocket for this, so we ain't gonna be able to pay anybody, but we'll figure something. There's gonna be some sort of incentive for people that bring stuff and help.
If you go out of the way to bring a cabinet, you can play the tournaments for free. Get in free. We wouldn't want to have to charge for anything, but we're gonna have to make. I mean, that's just. All that bullshit aside, but we're looking at like $10 entry, and the tournaments are going to range from like $5 to $15 probably.
Yeah, just A lot of it's going to depend on the bigger turnout, the cheaper everything the tournament entry would be, I figure. But the plan is we're going to have a console area, like Brandon said. We're going to have about 14 different consoles hooked up. So pretty much anything that you've never played, if you've never had access to play one, it'll be here. They'll be all set up free play. We're going to have an arcade area, hopefully with more than 3. We're looking maybe, I'd like to have like 4 or 5, but we'll see how that goes.
The room's an issue too.
Yeah, the room size isn't just, I mean, it's not tiny, but it's not just, we're not having it's not like a fucking multi-room convention or anything. Right. But we're planning on maybe having a couple during, it's going to probably start around 10 in the morning and go to about 11:30 at night.
Passes are all day, so you'll get a wristband. We're thinking we're going to find some wristbands to buy.
Yeah, you can go off, do whatever, come back.
Yeah, go get drunk, beat your wife, come back.
Whatever appeases you, you know. Go worship the god of your choice.
Some of the tournaments we had planned, I know Lyle's planning on a Mario speedrun.
Yeah, well, the Mario speedrun
it's going to be like an all-day thing, right?
Yeah, the Mario speedrun and the Sega Bass Fishing Tournament, I think we're just going to have like a little center set up with like, you know, the TV for the Mario speedrun and then a TV for the Sega Bass Fishing. And something like that will be $2 to do it. And what we'll do, if you want to speedrun, you'll get 5 minutes to get as far as you can get, no cheats, you know, kind of deal. You pay $2 to do it. If you want to pay another $2 to try to get a better time, you're allowed to do that. You just do that, and then at the end of the day, whoever's got the fastest time and got the farthest will get the prize. Same way with the Sega Bass Fishing, you pay like $2 to get 4 minutes to fish, and then, you know, whoever hauls in the most catches at the end of the day will win a prize. Each one of those will have a prize dedicated to them. We talked about doing a Nidhogg and Brawlhalla tournament.
Yeah. Brawlhalla's a lot like Smash Brothers, but for the PC. I'm going to have that set up with some controllers. And Nidhogg is a really great, like, old school looking fencing game. Really fucking frantic, and it's just awesome. Since I know very few people play those, I'm going to set them up for free play for like an hour or two before the tournament.
Yeah, we figure we'll have those over probably in the console area in the morning where you can free play them, you know, to get your feel for them, essentially. We're going to have an Oculus Rift there for demo.
Yeah.
Our buddy TJ is going to set a stand up for one of them. I'm an idiot. I said TJ and I meant Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas, that's it.
My friend TJ is one of the ones going to be doing the vendor thing. We're going to have a little vendor area, 4 or 5 little tables, you know. Vault probably have a table. We got a couple other people coming, going to sell, have like retro games for sale, that kind of deal.
Yeah, if you want to bring some stuff to trade, you know, bring it.
Yeah.
Try not to bring more than like a backpack full in the room, but you're welcome to bring as much as you want.
Yeah, I think we're going to set like a little table up or something, just kind of for swapping, where people can sit down, kind of talk, do trade and stuff like that. We're going to have tournaments, like Brandon was saying, the main ones. Smash Brothers is going to be a big one.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the main event.
Smash Brothers, and I figure Mortal Kombat X will be we talked about doing a Street Fighter 4, but
there's not a huge...
I haven't had a whole lot of people just be like, ooh, y'all doing Street Fighter 4.
We'll see how it is. You know, I can easily set that up on my PC.
If there's like 5 people want to enter it, we probably wouldn't do it. Yeah. But, you know, we get like 10 or so or more.
I'm going to set up a Pokemon Red and Blue tournament. And the way I figured I'm going to do is I'm going to set up... I was thinking pre-registered teams and then pre-made teams where, like, you could say, I want these 5 Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just going to do pre-mades. Like, I'm going to look up all the classic, like, teams that did well in tournaments and just have those as pre-made. So when you register, you pick a team, and then whenever you play, you'll start off loaded with your team. Yeah. And you'll play against, you know, the other people.
I think, dude, that'd be cool. I think people would get into that because Pokemon's still... Do it Battleship style.
Yeah.
What we was talking about, like the screens facing away from you. Yeah.
That way that you can't see what the other person's doing. We
talked about, too, during the day, early on, maybe doing a couple free movie screenings. I got a copy of Chasing Ghosts and King of the Con. Might only do one, just depending on how that goes, but... Yeah. I figure we might have that play in some areas, so if you get bored from playing, want to go sit down and watch some of the movie, you know, you can do that.
Yeah.
We are going to need some stuff. I
TVs.
TV's the main thing, like old TVs. I need to come up with another Dreamcast. The main thing...
Justin has a Dreamcast. He
Good.
has my old Dreamcast.
Good. The main thing is just, we want to have enough stuff there where if we do have a large crowd, there's a lot going on to do.
Yeah.
Even though I was thinking too, we could go ahead and set up the tournament side of the room and just have games on it, and you could just, people can sit down and play. Like,
That might be
if the Smash Brothers people want to come and play
Practice.
Smash Brothers all day, you can come and play Smash Brothers, and then at 6, that's when we start the tournaments kind of deal.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to get, hopefully, some more arcades, and we're just going to set the consoles up.
If this does well enough, next year we're going to rent out the auditorium.
And do a big one.
Do a real big one. I know we had some people wanting to do like magic cards and board games and shit.
And we'd like to.
I'd love to. We ain't got the room. That takes up way too much room. So if we get the auditorium, we'll have like an aisle for that. You want to do that, you can play your Yugi Mans, your Magic, whatever, do it. And I know we got a couple places around here that sell magic cards. I might sell some there too come that time. It's a long ways off though, so.
Yeah, we got a couple months, so we're still trying to get everything planned out. So if y'all know somebody, like I said, it's got some arcade cabs or got something they could contribute, let us know. Me and Brandon's we're actually gonna start going over a bunch of stuff tonight.
Yeah.
But we are gonna put a crew together. I think that'd be the best way. I've already got 2 people hired pretty much. We're not gonna be able to pay y'all shit. Might buy pizza for everybody or something.
Good old pizza party.
Good old pizza party. But we're going to put a small crew together and get everything rolling. The main thing, I really want to be able to pull some more cabinets because I just want to have enough stuff there for everybody to do,
Yeah.
Which, we're going to have 14 consoles, and I think we're going to, like, rotate the games in and out during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll have all kinds of... We'll have it figured out by then. But yeah, mark your calendars. September 26th, Good Old Game Fest is happening.
Let's do it.
We're going to have some more shit on it, as time goes. It's in the planning stages, but it has been... It is groovy. It has been greenlit. So, there you go. Vault's Game of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
Vault's Game of the Week is coming at you in the form of Kirby's Dream Course for the SNES.
Great game.
It is a really good game. Come out February 1st, 1995. How old does that make you feel now?
I don't give a fuck.
It don't matter. Which I was 10 when that came out.
Yeah.
It's a golf game that takes place from an isometric perspective. And Kirby is your golf ball. And pretty much get him into the hole at the end of the course.
Put it in the hole. That's the whole goal of life.
You can set like the power. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Everything you do in life, you do because you're wanting to put something in a hole.
Yeah. That's my
Whether it's money, your old fiddly stick,
I've got balls of steel.
Yeah. Nukem knows what he's talking about.
Hell yeah,
we know he understands. But Kirby's Dream Course is a good game.
It sure is.
It's
one of the older Kirby games, I'd say.
Yeah, it is. I think it's the there was 4 games released for the Super Nintendo, so I think this is the 4th. You set your power, spin, and angle and all that stuff. And there's enemies on the course. You can lose health points by getting hit by an enemy. If you pretty much fucking put Kirby into a bad guy, it takes off health points.
Don't do that, you dick.
Don't do it. Learn how to golf, you son of a bitch. Like, if a player, if you lose all your health and miss a turn, your Kirby falls asleep. And, it comes up with an animation that depicts Kirby actually dreaming of a slice of cake. How diabetic of him.
Yeah. He looks like a little ball of diabetes.
He's like Wilford Brimley's incarnate.
This is a spirit animal.
Oh, God. Ted Nugent will be there to kill it. Cecil, no! But, the Kirby's Dream Course, you can get it on the SNES. You can get it on the Wii Virtual Console, which I say that, and I don't think you can actually download anything off the net on the Wii anymore. If you got a modded Wii, you could get it, though.
Yeah.
You can get it on the Wii U Virtual Console as well. Probably like a $5 game, I would assume.
Yeah.
Or if you're local to Coleman, you can
go on down to Vault.
Scoot on down to Vault and
Get
snag you a copy there.
Yeah, that's all there is. Looks pretty good shape.
Yeah, had a real crispy looking label on it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They'll take good care of you down at Vault, man. They're really customer oriented.
I actually picked up the first box Shinobi CIB today, so now I have all the Shinobis for Genesis.
That's sweet.
CIB, pretty happy about that. Yeah, anything you want, they got it, and if they don't got it, they can get it for you.
Yeah, they can.
So if you're relevant to North Alabama, Coleman in particular, you know, that kind of, if you're in that area of our woods, slide on down the Vault, snag you some stuff, they'll take care of you. Well, we've been pretty chillax for a good portion of the beginning of the episode, and I think it's time for us to hear Brandon's blood pressure rise a little bit.
Yeah, this one really pisses me off.
Oh, great. You hear him just out of frustration just tearing his fucking notebook shreds.
So my rage rant is one I know a lot of people can relate to. I know my past one's been mostly kind of polarizing. So I know there's a lot of hippies out there. I know there's, you know, a lot of people who love their shitty mobile games and stuff. This one, I think everybody, except for the people I'm about to talk about, can get behind. My rage rant tonight is about parking lot vultures. Do you know what this is? You ever in a Walmart parking lot and you get behind a line of cars with some
fuck yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's waits
for 10 fucking minutes for somebody to back out.
Yes. God damn it. Nothing. I'm so patient, and I can, you know, I'm like the stone that breaks the river. Like, nothing fucking gets to me. But that, it's one of the things.
How you phrase that?
That's one of the few things that, like, I really have to bite my fucking lip off before I cuss in front of my kids.
That's exactly why you have a rage rant tonight about this shit.
God, it's
you don't even know where to begin.
It's the most extremely rude and inconsiderate shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. You're gonna make every fucking buddy else wait, so you don't have to wait 10 fucking steps, you know, walk 10 more fucking steps to the fucking store. You piece of shit. Now they're backing out already. Yeah, stop and let them get out, and then go get the spot. That's fine. Or the parking lot is slam fucking full. Like, there's not a spot at all. Sure, I can agree with that. Do it, because what choice do you got?
Yeah.
But you know, there's parking spots all over the place, and you're too worried about walking 20 more fucking feet. So you're gonna inconvenience every other fucking person on the face of the goddamn earth. So you ain't gotta walk 20 feet. Fuck you.
Dude, I'm impressed. Like, I'm pretty sure you've made a complete sentence out of the word fuck.
Yeah.
Like, this bothers you, doesn't it?
It's infuriatingly lazy, and that's coming from, like, the laziest guy on the planet. God, I hate parking lot vultures so much. Like, if the kids aren't in the car and my wife's not in the car, well, if she's in the car, I'll do it. I'll fucking cuss like a dog.
Dude, I got road rage, but my wife is fucking 40 times worse than I am. Dude, Emma will be like wanting to crawl out of the window and fight people, and I'm just like,
that's all Jamie is.
I'm like, okay, baby, they're not hurting nobody. Get back in the car.
I got a couple stories. One of them is a great tale of petty vengeance. Like, I live for petty vengeance. Like,
well, yeah, dude. Like the kind of, it's like watching the videos on YouTube where the douchebag's been a D-bag to somebody and they get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
It's just like, God, that instant justice.
I was waiting behind this parking lot vulture, like 5-6 cars down, and I got pissed. I backed out and went around, and I waited on the other side. I was a vulture from the other side. I cut him off into the same spot he was after. He was flicking me off and cussing me, and I was like, yes, karma!
I've done that before. I was at Wally World one time, unfortunately, and this fucking lady like cut me off, and she's one of them ladies that was like driving through the parking lanes in the back.
Oh yeah.
Instead of like driving in the fucking lane you're supposed to drive in, she's cutting across. Well, this bitch like, and I say bitch because I don't call all ladies like that. 'Cause I like ladies, but this lady was a bitch. You know, she cut me off, and pretty much what it was, there was parking space up front. I'm going down the lane. Nobody is in front of me. She sees this spot from like fucking 4 lanes over. She cuts across all the lanes and just like pulls out in front of me. Gonna get it. Well, it pissed me off. Well, when she does this and we go get up, this truck goes to back out. The truck is 3 fucking spots back from where the one we're both trying to get to is.
Yeah.
And instead of waiting on that truck to back out, she starts to go around the truck.
Wow.
So this truck doesn't see her and pulls up and almost hits this lady, right? So they're both stopped and he's yelling at her. And while he's doing this, I just back out and ease around and get that spot.
Yes.
And that woman come by. And dude, like, I'm very, like, non-confrontational unless I'm just fucking pissed beyond belief where I'm wanting to fight somebody. And this lady comes by and has the audacity to be like, that was rude of you. And I was
Wow.
like, fuck you, bitch. And I said that like out there in front of everybody in the parking lot. I was like, yeah, dude, I was like, fuck you, bitch. You know, learn to fucking drive and stop cutting people off. I'm like, it ain't gonna kill your big ass walk 15 feet. Like, God, I'm pissed off now, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
I performed an experiment for science a few weeks ago, actually. I was in Aldi. And, you know, Aldi's parking lot's not very big, and it's usually not packed. So if you gotta park it far in the parking lot, worst case scenario, it's not that far to walk. This wasn't the case this time, though. I was parked fairly close to the front, and I saw Vulture come up. She was waiting on me to put up my groceries. So I got in my car, and I sat there and started texting, doing my Facebook, and
I love this even more.
with a timer running. 15 fucking minutes.
She sat and waited?
Yes.
Were there not other cars having to drive around her?
It took to the point where the cars were backed up behind her that I got out so they wouldn't have to wait anymore. Like, that. This is the depths of a fucking parking lot vulture. Like, we need to fucking wipe the scum off the earth. Worse than fucking Hitler.
Well, I don't know.
Look, man. If we don't like do something about parking lot vultures, they're gonna send us into like a Mad Max apocalypse. Because we waste like 400. I calculated up to about 418 million gallons of fuel per year because of these motherfuckers. About 2 minutes a week is the average person spends waiting on this. This is using some really conservative estimates too that I pulled. So 418 million gallons of gas. We're gonna run out of fucking gas because of these motherfuckers, and we're gonna enter the Mad Max apocalypse. You know, we're gonna have like a Thunderdome parking lot where like the person who gets closest space fucking wins, and everyone else dies.
Out of every fucking thing that could happen, this is what's gonna like change the tide of the world.
It is fucking parking lot vultures. Let's do something about parking lot.
Well, you know what's awesome about Coleman? You'll be as happy to find out they're building that new fucking Walmart 157. So you got 2 parking lots now to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, it's not gonna make the parking better. It's just gonna make twice as many goddamn vultures. I don't know where they come from. I don't know. I don't think they're human.
They live.
They're animals.
And see, we can't identify them anymore because Roddy Piper's gone now.
Yeah,
Like,
he was buried with his fucking glasses.
rest in peace. Like, he can't kick any more ass nor chew bubblegum. That
That's
sucks
right.
to me. That sucks to me.
That does suck pretty hard.
So we ain't gonna be able to figure out which ones are fucking body snatchers and which ones aren't now. We're just doomed.
Well, they're parking lot vultures. They're obviously not human. They're fucking subhuman scum.
They're probably reptilian.
Probably. Cocksuckers running the Illuminati.
You just keep hanging out with George Bush, you motherfuckers. Flicking your tongues and changing your eye shades and shit.
Blow it out your ass.
Yeah, you heard it. Well, is your heart rate slowed down a little bit?
I feel better.
Okay.
I didn't want to fucking talk about hear that shit.
Well, you just spiked that motherfucker like 5 times. It's okay.
I don't give a fuck.
God. We're going to get back in a good mood now, and I'm going to...
Yeah, let's talk about some games.
I'm going to
This
ship
is
the
a
game.
gaming podcast.
Yeah. You know, it's nice, though, to break up the monotony a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, we're on to my segment. This week's Arcade Arcana, bringing you... it's not as much of an unknown game as it is just one I think a lot of people overlook. But it's a game called Kangaroo. And
Never played it.
We might hook that up in a little bit and jam on it. It's a 1982 game that was made by Sun Electronics and was actually published by Atari. It's it resembles a lot. It kind of resembles Donkey Kong and Popeye.
Huh.
A little bit. And this, it kind of, the way I'm going to describe it to you is the actual game, but it kind of sounds like somebody on a really weird acid trip. Because pretty much, you take the role of a mother kangaroo whose baby kangaroo is lost. And pretty much by lost, it's at the top of a board where you have to climb ladders. Well, the whole time you're climbing the ladders to the tops of these treetops, you're being assaulted by pink monkeys that attack you with apples.
Okay.
Pink monkeys climb these trees you're climbing up and throw fucking apples at you. They can throw them high or low. They can throw them high where you have to duck the kangaroo, but they can throw them low where you have to jump it. Well, the kangaroo, mind you, has boxing gloves on. The mother does.
Of course.
So when the monkeys come down, you can get close enough and you can punch these fucking monkeys in the face, and like you get points for punching pink monkeys.
I punch pink monkeys every night.
Brandon. There might be families listening.
No, they're not.
If they are, what kind of fucking family are you? Oh, I set myself up for punching pink monkeys. That kind of sounds like... Oh. We just had a question up here, apparently, but anyways.
Snap.
Good.
I wonder if it's about punching pink monkeys.
You punch
I got some techniques I can share.
Oh, that's horrific sounding. But you pretty much you punch the fucking monkeys, and you get points for that. You eat fruit scattered through the level, and there's actually like hostile monkeys as well that have boxing gloves, and you can punch him and get points by them. You get more points too based on how fast you can complete the level. But the first level is like you got like 3 ladders. You climb the ladder, dodge all the obstacles, punch the monkeys, eat the fruit, get to the top, and like Donkey Kong, get to the top, save the baby kangaroo.
I think I would kick ass at this game. I could punch monkeys in like 10 seconds.
It's pretty
30 seconds tops.
It's pretty good. I've never got past like the 5th level. 1 and 2. No, the 3rd level's the one I've never got past. Levels 1 and 2 is just climbing the platform. Level 2 is like different platforms. Instead of climbing up ladders, you have to like jump them. The 3rd one though is like the kid kangaroo is imprisoned by a bunch of monkeys. And what you got to do, you got to punch each monkey that's stacked. These monkeys are stacked on top of each other, holding them at the top.
That's awesome.
You have to punch all these fucking monkeys, and when you punch them in the stack, they'll, the monkey will fly away, and the stack will fall down one level.
Kind of like the Mario cactuses.
Yes, exactly like the Mario cactus. But you got other hostile fucking monkeys that are throwing apples at you from both sides, so it's insanely hectic. And I'm just probably bad at the game. I haven't been able to get past it, but it's actually really fun. I found it on my main cabinet, just digging around, and I'd never played it. And
sounds awesome.
It's pretty good. I have an actual Atari 2600 port of it too, and the Atari port's actually pretty fun.
Huh? It's like the only arcade port for the 2600.
Yeah, that fucking is even functioning. That even functions soundly. Well, I don't know. Was Kaboom an arcade game before the port?
I don't know.
I don't know. I do love that's a whole different thing though. 2600 port of Kaboom, really good. Anyways, Kangaroo though is really badass. So hopefully your Arcade Arcana this week teaches you and shows you a game that you didn't know about. It's Kangaroo.
I didn't know about it.
You should check it out.
Awesome.
You can get it on MAME. So I mean, it's actually pretty. It's actually kind of a common classic arcade game. I didn't.
Anything that features a stack of pink monkeys is good for me.
Mm-hmm. And the ability to punch them.
Yeah.
I like punching them.
I never tell you, especially stacks of them. Stack them on top of each other. Punch the fuck out of them.
It's wild.
It is wild.
It's wild out in the hood.
You come out with an itch sometimes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Not that good itch, neither.
Never a good itch.
Never a good itch. Well,
I think it's that time.
it's time for tonight's subject.
Yeah.
One that I'm pretty excited about. But, I mean, it's kind of like you said.
One that
How much are we really going to be able to talk about this
Yeah,
tonight?
I'm sorely unprepared for this one because I haven't kept up with them over the years that much.
Well, the main reason I wanted to bring it up is because me and you can sit here and just talk about the first time we rented the first one on the PlayStation. Tonight's episode, though, is the famed and controversial Grand Theft Auto series.
Yes.
One of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Grand Theft Auto.
You all like GTA, and if you don't, what's wrong with you?
Yep.
We're gonna start off though. We're gonna
some nuts
put
in
some
my
of them
mouth.
nuts, them Clover Valley nuts. Why don't you shake a couple of them Clover Valley nuts in my
You
hand?
can have all the nuts you want,
thank
buddy.
you. Thank you.
I always share my nuts with my friends.
By nuts, we're eating cashews, just so y'all know. Man, they go really good with that champagne and beer that we got. Thank you, Miller High Life. But anyways, GTA. We're just gonna start off with the very first game. Me and Brandon, when we were kids, we were probably
6th grade.
13,
Yeah.
roundabout. I got a PlayStation for Christmas, and Brandon, you know, as kids do, Brandon would always come stay the night over at my house, or I'd go over to his house. Me and Brandon rented Grand Theft Auto at Video Express, I think, in Coleman.
Yeah.
And brought it home and played it. And literally the morning after we played, we stayed up all night playing GTA. And by playing GTA, and I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to be a recurring theme through our subject. All we did was kill people and steal cars.
Yeah.
We did play none of the missions.
None
of that shit. We just killed people and stole
why
cars.
Why the fuck is this guy talking to me through a telephone? Fuck that guy. I can kill people and fart on them.
Yeah, you could. The first Grand Theft Auto, you can burp and fart on people.
Yeah.
It'd just be like... It'd like randomize it.
Fuck you, asshole.
Fuck you, asshole. Oh my god. The next morning after playing this game, though, I was so sore. Because me and Brandon stayed up all night, and all we did was kill people and steal cars and fucking laugh.
Yeah.
I thought that game was so fucking funny, how you could just smear people, and you'd smear them, they'd just turn in like a little red smudge, because it was the top-down view on the first couple. And they'd just be like, like that fucking death noise.
If you like blew up a car beside somebody, they'd fly up towards the screen.
Yeah. I forgot completely about that. You could shoot them with the rocket too, and they would just like fly straight up and go down.
Yeah.
And splat.
I think one of my favorite moments was this from like the cops that set up. It looked like they had like a roadblock, and I'd ran through it with a tanker and just blew like all of them up towards the screen at one time. It's like, yes.
They used to have me and Brandon always called him Madeline because there was always in that first one, you know, there's always a line of people wearing like orange or yellow shirts, like walking in a straight line. And I think there's like 8 of them. Yeah. Me and Brandon would see them and always like try to smear them in a straight line. Yeah. And if you would actually do it, it'd be like kill a bunga.
It was actually the Elvis impersonators.
Was it?
Pretty sure.
Fuck, dude, I forgot completely about the Elvis impersonators.
It was them.
Dude, the first GTA was so good.
Yeah. The second one was too. I mean, it was GTA 1, but better. Really. I mean, that's my favorite GTA.
GTA 2 was a lot smoother playing, and while it did look the same, it was a little bit better because it had those really badass lighting effects for a top-down game. Like,
I think it's a little higher resolution, I believe.
Yeah. It was, if I'm not mistaken, though, and I could be really wrong on this, but I think GTA 2 is... I don't think GTA 2 takes place in, like, the GTA universe.
Does it not?
I don't think.
I know it uses the same city, Anywhere City. That was the same with the first one.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought the first one was Liberty City.
Pretty sure it's Anywhere City.
I don't know then.
Um,
I'm gonna look this up.
the funnest multiplayer I've ever played, I'd say, is GTA 2 on the PC. You can set that up as a local area network. Like I know at Hansville, we had that running on the whole network at school there.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, I know the first GTA had online play too. Like, cause see, we rented on PlayStation, but I still have it. But somehow I ended up with a PC copy of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you could set it up on a LAN network as well, you know, and play it. I remember never getting it to work because I never knew anybody else that had Grand Theft Auto. I remember people that would play it, you know, and be like, "Oh, this game sucks shit." Now they're all like, "Oh, this is amazing."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you know, you should have played it back then. I had GTA 2 on Dreamcast.
That was probably the best console port I've seen.
I had it on there. I did. You know, the thing about GTA 2 though, I didn't play GTA 2 near. I did like it, but I didn't play it near as much.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I sank one more hours into one just because one was, you know, it was new.
Oh yeah.
GTA 2 though, I think I thoroughly enjoyed better. I actually ran the missions in GTA 2. It was all about like doing missions for, I think, 3 different gangs at a time, and you kind of wanted to not piss one of them off too bad because the gang members roam the street and will just fuck your shit up if you.
Yeah, it had the little meters that was like respect points and shit. I do remember that. I'm looking right now for Grand Theft Auto was originally called Race and Chase. I did not know that.
Me either.
It was going to be a game where you play as multiple. You can be like a cop or a bank robber.
They got some more nuts. Another
Jesus
nut sack.
Christ, Brandon, you're going to get fucking nut poisoning. Does that happen? Like,
I've built up a tolerance to nuts.
I bet you have.
I've had so many nuts in my life.
I don't know how many people I'd tell you that. Okay, I was correct. Grand Theft Auto takes place in 97 with the 3 primary settings of Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas.
Huh, okay.
Is what that said. Like, you know, Liberty City based on New York, Vice City, Miami, San Andreas, California, of course. Did you ever play the expansion for Grand Theft Auto?
No.
London 1969?
I've heard about it, but I never did.
I've got it, but I've never played it. I've never played it. They had it on PlayStation as well, but I got it for PC, and I've...
Why don't you tell everyone about the lovely Grand Theft Auto port for the Game Boy?
You want me to tell them about me commandeering that game for Game Boy 2?
However you want to go about it, man.
When I was a young whipsnap, I just got my Game Boy Color, and I went to Wally World, and I'd already been playing GTA, you know, on PlayStation, of course, like we'd said, but they had Grand Theft Auto for Game Boy Color, and it's supposed to be a port of the original, and just long story short, I wasted a bunch of fucking money on it, and it's one of the worst fucking games I've ever played. You have to hold down you got to hold down the B button to walk.
Yeah.
And then the control is so shitty. You know, driving a car on the Game Boy Color port is fucking impossible.
Yeah, good fucking luck.
You're not going to do it. I bought it, you know, because I thought it'd be like... That's one of the things about the Grand Theft Auto experience to me. Grand Theft Auto is open world. They've always been open world.
Yeah.
You can role play with yourself if you want to. You can be like, I'm going to drive over this side of the city tonight.
I'm going to obey the traffic lights.
Yeah. They actually have servers like for GTA 5 now that are role-playing servers where they use mods and shit to like you gotta obey the traffic rules and you can get tickets and blah blah blah. But that was one of the things that's always appealed to me about it. And I thought the Game Boy would be a similar experience. Fuck no, it isn't. It's the worst dumbed down port. It's as bad as like Mortal Kombat ports on fucking Game Boy. Like it's that bad. Clunky, unresponsive. What the fuck are you thinking? Style programming. You know. Fuck the Game Boy. We're not even mentioning that one anymore. So now Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars
that was a
for
great
DS.
game.
Fucking a great.
Yeah.
Excellent game. Still own a copy of it. Really good.
What
It's on PSP as well.
What I loved about Chinatown Wars is digging through trash cans for stuff.
Yeah,
sometimes
hamburger.
Sometimes you get like a burger or a pistol or something. But half the times you find like a used condom or a dildo and it just be like, wah.
Yeah.
Just
You get it. Well, put it back. Dude, I liked selling drugs on Chinatown Wars. Like, I always thought it was fake because I would play that game so much I knew, well, I need to take this ecstasy over here to Zing Zang over at the North Docks. I can unload some X on him. And then I would usually shoot the drug dealer and take my money back because I'm a son of a bitch like that.
Take that, Master Dong.
If you can't do it in the real world, you might as well do it in a video game. But the first two GTAs were a big deal. The one that changed the game though, which me and you, I think mine and your Grand Theft Auto history has always been connected.
Yeah.
Because I got the PlayStation 2 and I wanted GTA 3 so fucking bad, but I'm just like, I'm in 8th grade. What do I do for money?
Yeah.
And we're at school one day, and Brandon's like, hey, you want a copy of Grand Theft Auto 3? And I'm just like, do I want a copy? I'm like, I don't have any money. Brandon's like, no, dumbass, I'm going to give it to you. Yeah. No, satchel ass, it's yours.
Yeah, I remember I did some willing to deal and get a copy. Because I was expecting to get a PlayStation 2 for Christmas, and then that never fucking happened. My life was ruined, so I'm like, well, I got this copy of Grand Theft Auto 3. I'm not going to get to play it, so there it is.
And I, believe it or not, still have the exact same copy you gave me. And it's got some battle scars on it. I've logged some fucking hours on GTA 3. But not doing anything, not doing any missions, just killing people and stealing cars. Like, GTA 3, though, really just... It changed the game for the GTA series.
And you know that they censored the fuck out of the game because of 9/11? Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
They pulled all kinds of shit. Like, there was a whole mission giver in that game who was like I want to say it was something like an anarchist hobo, and they like scrapped him completely because they're like, it's too much like terrorism. We can't do it. You could dismember body parts in the game before. They changed all that. There were children and old people and walkers you could run over. All kinds of shit like that. They just scrapped because they're like, oh shit, you know.
I didn't realize that. Dude, it come out on PlayStation 2 like a fucking month after 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11 was in 2001, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. It came out October 22nd, 2001. So, literally like a month.
Yeah, they had like a drastic overhaul of
I didn't know that.
Minute. Yeah. Kind of sucks. Terrorism won on that one, I guess. Pussies.
Yeah, though, like, GTA 3 went on to be, like, one of the biggest selling PS2 games.
Oh, yeah.
Ever. That one took it back to Liberty City, too. You played a guy named Claude.
Yeah.
Which you've never heard from, up to this point, you haven't heard
Claude
from
was in
again.
the second one, I think.
Was he?
Yeah. I think so. I could be wrong, but
I will look right now.
I think he was your character in number 2. Anyways.
Just so you weren't... Grand Theft Auto 2 is Anywhere USA.
Okay.
That's why I was thinking, like, it's a departure from the other ones. It's, I don't know. It doesn't say on here. It just says Anywhere USA, and it's broke up into districts. Anyways, we're talking about GTA 3.
Yeah.
There are Confederate flag trucks, though, in GTA 2. Do you remember that? The
yes,
rednecks?
I do.
Dude, they'll be burning every fucking copy of that man. You can find now.
One of my favorite things to do in 2 and subsequent GTAs was get the ice cream truck, turn on the ice cream music, and just start running over everyone.
Get them close to the road and fucking smear them.
See, I'll do that online on GTA 2, and people will just hear like the ice cream truck noise coming, getting louder and louder, and all of a sudden they just die.
Nice.
That music will never leave my head. Like I can still play that perfectly in my brain.
Dude, I love the people's commentary on in the Grand Theft Auto series is even with like GTA 5, which is one of my favorites right now. You know, it's just still, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god, fuck you, asshole.
Yeah.
I remember that being shocking too, though. Even when we played GTA, because it was like that was the first game you heard people say "fuck" in.
Yeah, I know. We looked at each other like, did they say that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's like mind blowing, dude. I'm like, I can't. It's like the first time you ever hear them cussing music. You're like, I can't believe they can say "fuck" in a song. Back to GTA 3 though.
Yeah, it was a real game changer. They went from the 2D to the 3D, and I know that they were originally going to try to use the engine for Body Harvest.
Nice.
But it was just too fucking old, so they went with some other engine.
That's what Grand Theft Auto 3 takes the gameplay elements of Body Harvest and combines them with open-ended design, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That's cool, though. Dude, even for the time and the hardware, GTA 3, I mean, now, probably not so much, but that was pretty... That was a big fucking deal when it came out. So I remember just being like, oh my god, look at how huge and just vibrant this city actually is.
I went back and played 3 in Vice City, and they have aged well, man.
They're still fun as shit to play, but they're pretty... Dude, I loved San Andreas.
Did you? I couldn't
did.
get into it.
I liked it.
I just didn't care for the I'm a thug, I didn't get there.
Oh yeah.
I just I like classic gangsters, like the old mafia style stuff.
I get down on the OG gangsters every now and then, like Boys in the Hood style. Emma chastises me because every now and then I'll go through the things. I watch nothing but like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, listen to like fucking NWA and Ice Cube for a week.
Never been into that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not really into it, but every now and then I'll find myself in that mood.
I know, we're on 3 right now. We'll get to San Andreas. I think one of the main controversial things about 3 was the fucking hookers.
Yeah, the car would bump and jump.
Yeah, you pick up a hooker, they'd jump in the car and they'd start bumping and jumping around, and they'd get out and your health would go up. And then you could run them over and take your money.
Well, dude, too, we were younger when that came out. I just remember, it brings out the young, horny teenage male in you. You're just like, oh, man, did you say that you could pick up hookers?
Yeah.
You see your car bobbing up and down. Now it's just like... like, you can even see the virtual crabs that got caught. Yeah. That's how technology now would be, at least.
Pass the constitution check or get crabs.
Oh, you better roll that D8. You better roll that D8. It was, they added the 24-hour clock in GTA 3, too.
That's right.
So, and that, that's a big deal now because, the night and day cycle.
Yeah.
GTA 3 is so fucking good. GTA 4, fucking badass too.
Well, we got 2 in between, though. Vice City and San Andreas.
Yeah, we
don't. Which are
need
really like 3 part 1 and 2.
They're expansion packs for 3, in my opinion.
Vice City to this day is still like my favorite 3D Grand Theft Auto.
I like the katana in Vice City, man.
Motorcycles were new in Vice City.
You get the chainsaw in Vice City, Scarface style.
Vice City also had like the best music, I think, because it really like just capitalized on this time period and shit it was trying to go for. And I just remember running through the city on a motorcycle, listening to Crazy Train and shit.
I just realized they haven't returned to Vice City yet in the newest ones.
No, they haven't. Which,
maybe that'd be a good area for them to cover in GTA 6.
Yeah. They probably have to lose the old, I don't know, the Miami Vice style
Yeah.
look, unless they do it in the same time frame.
Well, I read Grand Theft Auto 6 was going to be like that whole U.S. map because it doesn't come out till 2020. So they should have enough time to develop. But anyways, Vice City was fucking great.
Yeah, a lot of good advancements in that.
I liked Vice City just as much as I did San Andreas. One thing I really liked about San Andreas is like the RPG, like character level up thing. How you could just make him be like a fucking meathead. But
yeah, I could get into that. I'm like, man, this is like menial task simulator. You know.
Why don't you make him have to wipe his ass too? Like,
but it's also had the infamous hot coffee mod.
that is exactly what I was fixing to say. Fucking hot coffee.
Thanks, Hillary.
Yeah. No shit.
Cunt. You just pissed because Bill won't fuck you.
Yep. He put that cigar in some other woman.
He punched some other pink monkey.
Right in the face.
I put some nuts in my mouth for that one. You want some nuts in your mouth?
Yeah, hand me another handful of them. I'm sure everybody listening enjoys us.
Being fat fucks.
Crunch. Hey, at least we're eating fucking peanuts and not, Lay's potato chips.
Yeah.
But, yep, hot coffee. A hacker discovered hot coffee.
Yeah, it
It was
was
a fucking mini game.
Yeah, they just disabled it in the code. Like, well, we shouldn't put this in the game. We'll just disable it instead of removing it. And of course, someone finds it.
And exploits the shit out of it.
Yeah, I just don't get why people were changing the rating of the game because of it. Like, it was retarded. You couldn't get to it normally. You had to hack the game. I can hack any fucking game to do what I want, given enough time.
San Andreas is one of the very first games they pulled off the shelves and slapped a fucking AO rating on.
Yeah. Fucking Hillary.
Like, even, I remember when you go to, like, Blockbuster to rent the game, it'd still be AO and shit. And, that was just...
Even on, like, console versions that you couldn't get to it at all. It was dumb.
It's just because I guess just the fact of knowing that it's in there kind of deal.
That's still fucking
It is.
If you can't get it to any possible way legitimately, then...
That's almost like owning property and renting it out. And when the feds kick in somebody you're renting from's door for selling like a shit ton of drugs or something, them coming to like bust your ass for it. Not cool.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton was big on leading that charge, and fuck her.
Oh, she's coming back. She's coming back. She's gonna be our next president.
No.
We're not getting into fucking politics, not because we can make our own podcast on that.
Good old politicians.
Oh God, what a dreadful fucking sounding podcast. Oh God, dude, that just makes my stomach turn. We'd be talking to people like fucking Rush Limbaugh. Looking up some shit on GTA 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 was good.
I beat 4 when I had 360.
I've still never beaten 4.
I can't remember hardly anything from it other than being the Russian guy. And, I don't know, there's just nothing memorable from it.
4 was... I played 4 quite a bit. I never beat it, and I own it.
Yeah,
but you're kind of right, like... I just remember exploring the city was really badass because you got to see a big hulking Liberty City, and it was graphically awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first one that felt like a modern game. Like I said, like Vice City and 3 didn't age well, but this one, it's modern enough that it feels like a modern game. It controls a lot better than the old ones.
Oh, yeah. I think the 4th one's when they really... finally got like the lockdown on the control. I think that's when they finally mastered what they were doing on that.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember the guy's name from 4. I'm looking.
I don't fucking know.
I don't.
It's Vladimir Putin. We're going with that.
Yeah, Putin on the Ritz.
Yeah. Was there helicopters or anything in that one? I don't recall.
Yes, you could get helicopters in, like, Nico. That's his name. Nico.
Okay, yeah.
You could get, like, small helicopters and small planes and shit, I remember. From what I do remember, the planes were much harder to fly than they are now in, like, GTA 5. I'm not...
Main thing I remember from GTA 4 is you could kill people and steal cars.
Yep. It all goes back to just killing people and stealing cars.
Yeah.
GTA 5.
You could have an extensive garage in 4 now that I remember.
Oh, could you?
I'm pretty sure you could have like several different vehicles at once in 4. Keep them in your garage and pull them out whenever you want it.
God, dude, I don't even remember.
I'm pretty sure.
I might ought to throw GTA 4 in tonight and play some of it so I can actually...
So that's one of the things that kind of
it's too
sucked
late
about
now,
the older GTAs is you get in like a bitchin' ass car and then you have to go steal it again next time you played.
Yeah. I remember on GTA 3, I always remember where the red Banshee was over in that store, and you'd go bust the glass out and steal it. That was always my go-to car.
Yeah.
Like, there for a while, I remembered how to get over there. I couldn't get there to save my fucking life now.
Mm-hmm.
GTA 5, though, is where it's at for me.
I've had zero experience with it.
It's so good, man. That's like, you know, I've had my Xbox One for over a year now. And it's still about the only game I fucking play. And I had GTA 5 on PS3 way before I ever got my Xbox One. And I bought several new games since then. It's all about GTA 5, man. I got so many just videos on Twitch now of me, like, or not Twitch, but upload on Xbox One's channel of just me fucking killing people. Like, there was a guy shit talking me the other night. He kept following me around the map trying to fucking, you know, he was killing me. It's pissing me off. Well, I started watching this little weasel motherfucker on my map, and I seen him running at me, and there's some stairs right here. Well, I took cover at the bottom of the stairs against the wall, and I just threw a sticky bomb on the ground. This fuck comes running over there to shoot me and didn't see it, and I'm just like, got the camera angled where I can see him running up. And right when he runs, he steps right on top of that sticky bomb, doesn't see it, and I'm just like, got my headset on. And I was like, I know you're coming, eat a dick. And I just hit the button, and this dude like blows off. He's like, fuck you, shit! He was so fucking irate. He sent me a message. I'll show you on my Xbox One. It just says, you fuck.
That's when you did a good job.
He was so fucking pissed off, man. It was so great. Like, that's all I do on GTA 5 is kill people and steal cars.
The storyline any?
Yeah, I have. Not on Xbox. I beat it on PS3 though.
Okay.
Storyline's fucking excellent.
What's it like?
You go between 3 different characters in this one. You go between Michael, Franklin, which is the black guy, and then Trevor, which is the fucking crazy meth head from the desert. And he is the most fun because he's fucking insane. There's one cut scene where his cousin's staying at his friend's house, and he just shows up at his cousin's friend's house, and is like, good, I'm sleeping here. And he's like, I don't know if my wife would like another man. And he just pulls his fucking pants down and was like, look at this. Does this make me a man? And you see the dude, like, there's the cut scene. He goes to pull his pants up, and you can see his nuts hanging out between his legs. That's so random. Like, Trevor is a fucking... Anybody that plays GTA 5 will tell you Trevor is the lunatic. He's really fun to play with. He's like a really good pilot. Each one of them's different. Like, you have to... It's got a heist mode in it where you set up heists. Like, you pick Michael will do this, Franklin will do that, or Trevor will do this.
From what I've seen of that, it looked like a really shitty version of Payday. You've played the Payday games?
I've seen them, but I've never played them.
Payday's nice.
Are they good?
Yeah.
I kind of wondered if Payday was just kind of like shitware, pretty much dropped.
It's
good. It is good? Yeah. I'll give it a check.
I kind of thought that when I first saw Payday. I thought because of the time it came out, the first Payday came out was around the Dark Knight, the second Dark Knight movie, whichever one.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, the Dark Knight, whatever. So I thought it was a cash in on like the Joker bank scene. You know, but it's a lot better than that.
I'll check that out then. I like the heist mode in GTA 5. Pretty much the heist mode involves you stealing a vehicle and then scoping a place out and then pulling the heist. It's much more fun online when you're playing with other people, like your crew, your friends. It's much more fun. The story mode's really great though, man. There's a sequence in the story mode where Michael is tripping on LSD and you play his trip, and it's just him in his underwear flying through like the air, and it's like a rainbow, and he just like looks around and is like, "This is amazing. What the fuck is happening to me?" It's so good. There's and on the Xbox exclusive, there's fucking peyote buttons you can find hidden on the map. And when you eat the peyote, you turn into a different animal.
Oh,
you can be like a dolphin or a shark, and like if you're a shark, people will be swimming, and you can just.
That's a new addition to 5. You can swim without dying. Like the water isn't instantly fatal.
No shit. One thing that gripes me about the old GTA: wasted. You fall off in the fucking water, you're dead.
Yeah, like 5 feet from the shore, you die. Instantly.
You could waste. You could. Could you swim in GTA 3?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember anywhere you could swim. There might have been a spot you could wade, but you couldn't swim.
I don't remember, to be honest. You can in 4.
Can you?
I think.
I don't remember.
Wow, dude, we're doing really bad at our job tonight.
Sorry, guys.
GTA 5 is what I'm hooked on. I played it earlier today. And GTA 5, dude, you can get a fucking, like, submarine, a submersible.
Huh.
And there's, like, there's all kinds of shit in the ocean you find. There's, like, buried treasure out in certain parts of the ocean. There's a fucking UFO crash site in one spot you can find.
Huh.
Can
you get, like, laser guns from it?
Nah, I wish.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be very Saints Row-ish.
Yeah.
That was one of the cool things I thought they did about that.
Yeah.
Take it and just, what the fuck?
Yeah. Went over the top of that one.
Well, I guess that, I mean, really all you can say about the Grand Theft Auto series is just kill people, steal cars.
Yeah. It's a fucking good time doing it.
Yeah,
though.
that's just, I think that's what makes the GTA series so appealing, just the openness of it.
And, those of you who love Retro City Rampage, heavily based on 1 and 2.
Yes, big time. You would not have Retro City Rampage if you didn't have Grand Theft Auto. Retro City Rampage, by the way, is fucking excellent. I got it on 3DS, and it's so good.
Yeah.
You can buy it. They got Retro City Rampage on DOS right now. You can buy.
You can get it on a floppy disk.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but yeah, if you enjoyed 1 and 2, check out Retro City Rampage.
If you enjoy just killing people and stealing cars, hit the GTA series update. It's everybody's played Grand Theft Auto at this point, but they've probably played like 5 or 4 Vice City. Dig back and check the old ones out.
Yeah, if you like retro games and just couldn't get into the GTA series, try out 2. That's a good place to just get into it.
And it'll if you're a fan of the new ones and you end up playing the old ones and liking them, it's amazing to see how far that series has come.
Yeah.
Because I never would have thought GTA would have risen up and being like the biggest fucking selling game, pretty much right now of all time. Fucking ridiculous, but excellent. So over the top.
Yeah.
But, well, since we're done with the subject...
We are.
It is time for Brandon's classic Shit or These Shit review.
I think I fucking ripped up my shit or the shit earlier. So I don't know.
Oh my god. Your fucking rage rant put you in too much of a rage, didn't it?
Motherfucker. Let's see. I could wing it otherwise. Cocksucker.
The only person to blame is yourself.
No. Parking lot vultures.
It all goes back to those sons of bitches.
They are real cocksuckers. Man, I don't know what the fuck I did with it. Let me look at one more go through. I bet I wrote it on another notebook and I'm just retarded. Anyways, this is...
Damn it.
Anyways, I can do it without it. I played this game enough. Tonight's shit or the shit is Infinity Wars. the next few shoot the shits I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be going over digital card games. 'Cause I love card games in general. There's a whole lot of them out there now, so I think it'd be a good time to go through and review them all. This is the one I've played the most out of all the digital ones, the current gen digital ones. Infinity Wars was originally a Kickstarter project, and it came to fruition like a good year or so ago.
Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
Marvel?
No.
Okay.
It's independent.
I was thinking of Avengers Infinity War.
You're thinking DC Infinity Crisis, right?
No, maybe. I know what I've heard of Infinite Crisis, but I want to say.
I don't know.
I want to say the new Avengers movies coming out are called Infinity Wars.
That's right. It has to do with
the War of the Gems and Thanos and shit.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Those get too similar sometimes.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, me knowing shit like that, it's not any prone to make me look cool or anything.
It does make you look cool. I look like a fucking chump. Thanks, Lyle.
Well, now I just feel like a sandy little asshole.
You are a sandy asshole.
Fucking don't start.
Anyways.
Hey, listen.
Fuck you, Navi.
Infinity Wars is made by a studio. I can't think of the name now because
I hope so. It's made by somebody.
It's made by Skynet. We're all doomed. But it's a really awesome digital card game. It's like one of the few that really take advantage of the digital format instead of just being a card game that you play digitally. It's got great animated art on each of the cards. Like you'll see characters on there like punching zombies or something. You know, just the anime's playing over them, and it looks really badass. Really good hand drawn type art.
That's cool.
A lot of it's really gritty. The way you play the game is you make a 40 card deck, which is already like a slight difference from normal card games, which are 60 or more. These are 40, and you can't have more than any 3 of a normal card in your deck other than an unlimited character, which are like you can fill up a deck with unlimited characters as much as you want. They're usually not that great, but they're like their standard soldier type of creatures.
Yeah.
You got to pick 3 commanders for your deck, and these guys start and play at the beginning of the game. They can't attack or defend or anything, but you can use their abilities, or they can be targeted by shit. So, and your commanders determine what kind of cards you can put in your deck, because the game is made up of factions. This is kind of the replacement for colors and magic and like types and Pokemon. Like in Pokemon, you have fighting type, you need fighting energy, or in Magic, red, blue, black. In this game, there's just other factions. Each faction has their own different traits, and the commanders, depending on what faction they belong to, it depends on that determines how many of what kind of faction cards you put in your deck. So most of the really good faction cards require 2 or 3 commanders of the same faction. So it's kind of limiting. You can't just pull all the best cards from all the factions and make a super deck. You got to think about it. The turns play out at the exact same time. It's simultaneous, so it makes it really in depth. This is something you couldn't do in person because you can't play simultaneously without being able to counter what your opponent's doing.
Yeah.
So you basically choose the spells and the creatures you want to play and stuff, and your opponent does it at the same time. Then you hit the ready button, and their turn plays out. So you got to anticipate what they're gonna do and try to act unpredictable at the same time. There are really 3 ways to win the game. The main way is to reduce your opponent's health. Their fortress health is what it is. You're attacking their fortress in the game. You can reduce their morale to 0. The morale is just another life bar, basically, but whenever they lose a creature or something, they lose morale accordingly.
Yeah.
And then there's run amount of cards. That one's kind of...
It's kind of like when I go to Walmart. I just start generally losing morale as soon as I turn into the fucking parking lot.
It does have a few minor flaws in it. One is, if you want to play this game completely free, if you want to be a complete cheap ass... What?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're fine. Keep talking.
If you want to be a complete cheap ass, you're not going to get very far in the game. It's not really pay to win. You can get free cards as you play the game, but it's really fucking slow. you're going to need to pony up some money. But, you know...
That's more encouragement to actually play the game and not just fucking...
It is a free game, so, I mean...
Yeah.
You can't just pay like $10 and get the best card. You buy packs in the game like you would any other card game.
Yeah.
So you do get a free card every day for logging in, and you can get a free card for playing 3 games a day. And on top of that, you earn a form of currency over time from playing, which you can spend to buy booster packs and stuff. These boosters and the free cards you get are all bound to your account. You can't trade those. The cards you buy, you can trade.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Infinity Wars, really fucking awesome. It's got a bunch of different modes now. It has Pauper mode, which is like commons and uncommons only. Ranked and unranked gameplay. One cool concept, because the storyline of the game, as all these universes are coming together, like even the factions are all different versions of themselves usually.
Yeah.
Like from different universes. They were also able to pull in like outside intellectual property. Like they made a Star Trek set. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you could. What I thought was awesome is there's this one card. It's a fucking walrus that when it comes into play, it destroys an artifact. While I was playing against a guy, he played the USS Enterprise, and I killed it with a walrus. Fucking
Nice.
walrus came in and destroyed the Enterprise.
Nice. Who would have thought? That's
Yeah.
all it takes. Some fucking walrus.
I
just
didn't ready their walrus shields.
going where no man has gone before, to the grave by walrus. Fucking. The Enterprise must have just been filled with nothing but red shirts. Like, they all fucking fired their protons, but fucking died anyways. Like, you know, don't expect much for wearing a red shirt.
Poor red shirts.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like card games at all, especially the new getting into the digital ones, check out Infinity Wars. It's awesome. It doesn't have a mobile game yet. That's something they had in the works, and I don't know if they've scrapped it at this point. It's been a while since I've seen an update on it. I think it'd be miserable playing that game on mobile. It's so fucking complex compared to like Hearthstone and shit.
Yeah.
It's very in depth. You could spend a lot of time trying to master this game. It's got a fairly healthy meta game. There's not like one deck that just dominates everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Infinity Wars is the shit.
It is the shit.
And I'm gonna be covering these other ones like Hearthstone and Soulforge, and so yeah, stick around for that.
You gonna ever cover the one? What was the one from Final Fantasy VIII?
Oh God, no.
That was a bullshit game.
Yeah,
I'm liable to catch some flack for that, but it did suck. I didn't like it.
I didn't either.
Well, it's on for the questions part of the episode, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shame everybody.
Okay.
There ain't nobody that asked us any fucking questions really this
What
week.
cocksuckers?
Oh, and I feel bad. Not all of you are cocksuckers. Y'all aren't cocksuckers.
Well, approximately half of you probably are statistically.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If it wasn't for cocksuckers, my cock couldn't get sucked. So.
Oh, we've taken a turn for the worst.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
statistics.
we haven't heard from anybody, which I will say could partially be some of my fault because I didn't post nothing until a little bit later this afternoon. So.
Oh well.
I am a cocksucker on my own for that.
We got a few calls.
We do have some calls though that we're gonna
that time for
answer or
calls?
talk to.
Yeah.
Snake!
Let's see. We got one here from Randall. Let's see.
Randall? Who's Randall?
It's Randall Stevenson from Sarasota, Florida.
Hey,
Just
Randall.
want to call in and see what you guys thought about Call of Duty. Stay American.
Are you fucking serious?
Well, you know what, Randall?
Stay American. Dude, what? Play it one more time. Just one more time. That was short.
It's Randall Stevenson from Sarasota, Florida.
Fuck.
Just wanted to call in and see what you guys thought about Call of
Man.
Duty.
Call of
Stay
Duty.
American.
That's what I thought he said. You know, I'm going to let Brandon answer this one. Go,
Call-
Brandon.
Call of Duty is shit, and so is your face. Next question.
Fuck.
Hello, this is Blanca
Oh.
from Brazil. I wanted to say, Zangief, you come on down and we will fight. I will take you down to Electric Avenue. Call me.
Holy shit! Did fucking Blanca just call her show?
Yeah. Zangief, you gotta challenge her, man.
Dude, play Blanca one more time.
Hello, this is Blanca from Brazil. I wanted to say, Zangief, you come on down and we will fight. I will take you down to Electric Avenue. Call me.
Okay, I just randomly like, call me. I'm listening.
Look me up in the phone book.
Look under Brazil.
Speaking of
Oh
Zangief,
my god. Do you think Ryu ever call us?
maybe.
Oh, fuck.
Sure, you can.
That's all he ever says.
Hadouken.
Satsy Lucas. Oh.
We got a question for Zangief. John asks, how many extremely hot chicken wings can Zangief eat? And does Zangief's butthole burn afterwards?
Oh.
This is what Zangief had to say.
This is another strange question. What is insanely hot chicken? You must understand, in Russia there are only 8 chickens. So we cannot harvest their wings for eating. But if it is anything like babushka's borscht, it is very spicy. If you would like to know how much of babushka's borscht I can eat, give me a moment, I must do an algorithm. Yes, I could eat all of it. In fact, I do not think you could create enough of babushka's borscht that I could not eat it. I guess that answers question about chicken wings. As for my anus burning, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can feel is rage. So, long ago I lost nerve due to vodka consumption, but I guess before then maybe I could feel pain in the butthole area. So yes, that is the answer to the question. As with the last one, I hope you thanks.
I'm gonna have to get his take on Blanca's call later.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. That sounds like a feud might be happening.
It might be.
Think we could get Zangief to come on down to Good Old Game Fest?
We'll see.
We might have Zangief there giving bear hugs and signing autographs. Who knows?
We'll fly him in from Russia.
Yep. He's got an airplane that runs on vodka.
Yeah.
Ingenuitive. That about wraps up
It sure does.
this week's episode.
If y'all want to give us a call 682-777-GOOD. 682-777-GOOD. 682-777-GOOD.
We're going to have a jingle pretty soon, so you won't ever forget that number. You can find us at goodoldgamers.com, as usual.
Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/GoodOldGamersPodcast.
If you do the Twitter thing, you can find us on Twitter, Good Old Gamers Podcast.
You can see our last Twitch stream, twitch.tv/GoodOldGamers.
We're going to have some more... we might ought to do a GTA 5 Twitch here soon. That'd be really easy to do.
Yeah.
September 26th, like I said, mark it in your calendars, Good Old Game Fest.
Yep, Coleman Civic Center.
We'll have more announcements and all that coming soon. We got 2 months. Can't even talk. We got 2 months to plan it, so we're working pretty much night and day trying to come up with ideas and
one thing we'll say is kids 12 and under need to have a parent. Because we're not here to babysit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true. And we're gonna have quite a bit of expensive stuff in one room. We don't need people coming in.
I'm gonna be there having a good time. I'm gonna let some fucking cursing slip. So I don't want some parent like, oh, my kid heard you say fuck, and now my kid's saying fuck. I'm like, why don't you be a fucking parent and stick with them?
Yeah, teach them not to curse. Then people are gonna be like, well, what's your parents' excuse? And I'm like, fuck you. I'm almost 30. I can do what I want.
Yeah.
I'm
a parent. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, how the tables have turned.
Yes.
But, like September 26th. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you there if you're able to make it. Be really cool.
Come out. We'd love to meet some of y'all.
Yeah. Like Brandon said, call us, give us your feedback, email us feedback.
Yeah.
Mail us dead animals if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit.
Ask Zane Keefe a question. He likes questions because he likes vodka.
Apparently, too, if you want to taunt Blanca, I think he might start making some calls. Who knows? Maybe we get the whole fucking cast of Street Fighter on here before it's over with.
Maybe ask Cammy how her butt floss feels.
Yeah. You still got that sexy leg camo on there? We just need to get off here. We're going in some dark areas. But anyways.
Hey, I'm going in some dark areas.
Punching in pink monkeys.
Yeah.
As always, from us to you, game over, man.
Game over.